to create a new reality. We are one. And the vision here at CSL on the Lake is transforming humanity through the emergence of the sacred, authentic self. Well, I invite you tonight to sit back and relax, sit comfortably. And tonight we're going to go on a journey just into the depths of being. So it's simply about connecting to that divine one. So for the next hour, we're simply going to quiet our minds, relax our bodies, and enjoy this time of meditation, silence, some poetry, and let us go someplace deep. So I begin with a quote from Thich Nhat Hanh, who wrote, "Waking up this morning, I smiled. 24 brand new hours are before me. I vow to live fully in each moment and to look at all beings with eyes of compassion." So I invite you to close your eyes and just go within and let the music carry you. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am stronger every moment, every day. My mind is willing and my heart is open wide. I trust my instincts and let spirit be my guide. I vow to live a life that's real and pure and free, as I continue walking in this mystery. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am grateful every moment, every day. There may be walls, there may be roadblocks in my way, but I can choose to take a higher path each day. And now I know that what I thought was safe and sound was only habit and regret that held me down. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am kinder every moment, every day. And I'm more loving every moment, every day. I will surrender every moment, every And it is in the place of surrender that I draw a breath and quiet my mind and accept and know that there is one power in the universe, infinite, creative, everywhere present equally, and all powerful. And with that in mind, I am comforted in this moment, knowing that this day is a gift and a blessing, that this life journey is filled with potential and possibility. And that as I connect with that divine presence, as I breathe life into each moment, celebrating the time that I have, this moment of pure awareness, there's a peacefulness that settles in to my mind, my heart, my life experience. As I sit in the silence, I take a moment to simply be in a state of surrender. I celebrate myself and sing myself. And what I assume, you shall assume. For every atom belonging to me as good belongs to you. I loaf and invite my soul. I lean and loaf at my ease, observing a sphere of summer grass. Smile, breathe, and in the quiet, allow any distraction to simply be. In meditation, do not try to silence sounds or get rid of them. But do not ignore them either. Stay right in the center and be unconditionally receptive. Bring awareness to this moment. All sounds, pleasant and unpleasant, are neutral. They can come and they can go. Be open to all sounds near and far, loud and soft. Allow them to arrive. Stay for as long as they need to stay, and leave when they are ready. Notice how sounds arise on their own. They stay for a while, dissolve in their own time, at their own pace. Sounds are only being themselves, perfectly walking their own path as all things do. If a particular sound is distracting you or annoying you or bothering you, wonderful. Just notice the annoyance or irritation or frustration or disappointment. Allow it all to be. Notice it's not the sound itself that's creating the annoyance. It's the mind's resistance to the sound, the mind's insistence that the sound shouldn't be there. Isn't this resistance noisier than the sound itself? What kind of silence would try to silence sound? Who is distracting whom? You see, true silence is not the opposite of noise. That is the mind's version of silence. Its obsession with opposites and contrasts in duality. True silence allows all sounds to come and to go. It is the spacious awareness in which even the mind's endless chattering has a home. This loving, all-inclusive silence is what you are. The natural silence of the heart. Do not try to silence thoughts and feelings. Don't disturb their precious peace. Don't get in their way or make it unsafe for them to move. Simply know yourself as the deep meditative stillness in which all thoughts and feelings are allowed. They are allowed to come and to go. The unconditional acceptance of the present experience, the deepest sorrow, the greatest joy. Allow them all to flow in and out of your heart. Allow this silence to speak to you softly, sweetly. The rhythm of your breath to become your focus. Let it carry you deep, deep into the very center of your being. Thich Nhat Hanh wrote, people usually consider walking on water or in thin air a miracle. But I think the real miracle is not to walk either on water or in thin air, but to walk on earth. Every day, we are engaged in a miracle which we don't even recognize. A blue sky, white clouds, snow covering the landscape. The eyes of a child. Our own two eyes. All of this is a miracle. So I take this idea into that depth of my being. I honor the exquisite nature and power of the universe. I take note of the miracle that is life, the experience of being. The play of a child, the laughter of young love, the crunch of snow beneath the feet, or the warmth of a summer rain. The feeling of water pouring over the skin, warm and strong. The salty tears in a moment of joy or grief. All miracles of life here on earth. The miracle of a spiritual being living fully a human experience. And as I acknowledge this gift, as I celebrate this moment, my heart is filled with gratitude. Gratitude for all that is or will be, all that has been and all that is yet to come. I'm filled with gratitude for friendship, for love, for laughter. I'm filled with gratitude for the laughter of a child and the tears of a good friend, or even my own. Knowing that laughter and tears go hand in hand, that the journey that is life is filled with potential and possibility, and some of it painful and some of it blissful and all of it essential, all of it valuable. There's a sweetness about this journey called life. And what a remarkable thing to be able to be in it and to see beyond it, to acknowledge it, to love it, to laugh, and to know that it's a mere moment in time. With this deep sense of gratitude, I allow the feelings of love to absolutely bubble up, to fill my consciousness, to fill my mind, accepting that love is the answer, that I can choose it in any moment. And so I do. I do my very best to be that, regardless of circumstance, events, regardless of anything. Love. Love is the answer. Love is the way. And for this, I'm deeply, deeply grateful. And I release that idea into the silence, into the stillness. And I allow this music to carry me a little bit further. And so it is.
Peace in my life is growing because I choose love. Love's always present, it's what I'm made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one tie that binds us, that can't be undone. I choose love. I choose love. Peace in my family is growing because I choose love. Let love be present, it's what we're made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one loving family, sharing one son. I choose love. Peace for our planet is growing because I choose love. Let love be present, it's what we're made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one choice unites us. Let this be the one. I choose love. I choose love. I choose love.
It is in that love that I find strength and wisdom, possibility and opportunity. Oriah Mountain Dreamer wrote, "It doesn't interest me what you do for a living. I want to know what you ache for. And if you dare to dream of meeting your heart's longing, it doesn't interest me how old you are. I want to know if you will risk looking like a fool for love, for your dream, for the adventure of being alive. It doesn't interest me what planets are squaring your moon. I want to know if you touched the center of your own sorrow. If you've been opened by life's betrayals or have become shriveled and closed from fear of further pain. I want to know if you can sit with pain, mine or your own, without moving to hide it or fade it or fix it. I want to know if you can be with joy, mine or your own. If you can dance with wildness and let the ecstasy fill you to the tips of your fingers and toes without cautioning us to be careful, be realistic. Remember the limitations of being human. It doesn't interest me if the story you are telling me is true. I want to know if you can disappoint another to be true to yourself. If you can bear the accusation of betrayal and not betray your own soul. If you can be faithless and therefore trustworthy. I want to know if you can see beauty even when it's not pretty every day. And if you can source your own life from its presence. I want to know if you can live with failure, yours and mine, and still stand at the edge of the lake and shout to the silver of the full moon, yes. It doesn't interest me to know where you live or how much money you have. I want to know if you can get up after the night of grief and despair, weary and bruised to the bone, and do what needs to be done to feed the children. It doesn't interest me who you know or how you came to be here. I want to know if you will still stand in the center of the fire with me and not shrink back. It doesn't interest me where or what or with whom you've studied. I want to know what sustains you from the inside when all else falls away. I want to know if you can be alone with yourself and if you truly like the company you keep in the empty moments. Let us take a moment in silence. Allow the words to filter in. Sense stillness. This is the place of real power and potential, real possibility. Meditation is a place of beingness that takes us out of doing and allows for space. Ernest Holmes wrote in The Science of Mind, the atmosphere of our thinking. He wrote, "We are all immersed in the atmosphere of our own thinking, which is the direct result of all we have ever said, thought, or done. This decides what is to take place in our lives. Thought attracts what is like itself and repels what is unlike. We are drawn toward those things which we mentally image. Most of the inner processes of our thoughts have been unconscious. But when we understand the law, we learn to consciously embody what we wish and think of this only, and then we are drawn silently to it. Meditation is that place where we can cease doing, even if for a moment, and allow ourselves to be receptive and aware. It is in meditation when the mind begins to play that it's easier to observe where it goes. And when I see where it goes, I have the option to choose the thoughts that will direct it in a way that fulfills my grandest vision and dream, or to let it run rampant, creating havoc and chaos. And I can look at it later and go, oh, why me? Why does my life look like this? Or I can silently, gratefully bless each moment and return into the silence for a time so that I can listen, so I can be with this divine creative force, so I can relax and listen for that still small voice that is forever speaking to me and through me, guiding, moving, directing. You know, the one we often ignore. Because sometimes that voice does not seem realistic or reasonable. Sometimes it's wild and erratic and beautiful and magnificent and beyond our scope of acceptance. And so it's dismissed. Einstein once said, if at first the idea is not absurd, there is no hope for it. So I remember and recognize that the universe is infinite, all powerful, all knowing, and fully present right here where I am. And so I am powerful, and I have the ability to know beyond what is realistic, beyond what is reasonable, beyond what I can touch and see and feel, somewhere beyond all of that. There is something bigger and brighter, something powerful and positive and productive. And as I take time with that energy, when I sit in the beloved and allow myself to simply be, I start to receive inspiration, an indication of something really beautiful and remarkable, and something that I truly do not know how to do, or maybe something I do not want to do. But if I will listen, and if I will put the rubber to the road, the magic that happens is spectacular and beautiful and amazing and remarkable. And it feels like a miracle, but truly what it is the natural unfolding of the universe in a receptive mind. As Ernest Holmes said, the atmosphere of thinking is producing results. What is the atmosphere in your mind? What is the atmosphere that moves you out of bed in the morning and brings you to rest at night? What is the atmosphere in the moment of triumph and the moment of tribulation? What is the atmosphere when the bump in the road comes that's shocking or bigger than you imagined, and the gift and the blessing on the other side? This journey of life and living is so much more so bigger, so much bigger than anything that I can imagine. And I get blocked and stopped when I try to figure out how. How am I going to do this thing? How am I going to do that? How am I going to realize that is disempowering, because how is not our job. It is our place to be, to listen, and to move. And when inspiration comes, take a step. Take a step in the direction of the idea that's been offered. Take a step that moves us into a true state of receptivity, that state of surrender. And surrender is not about giving up, but it's about giving into the universal flow. It is like being in the waters of life and allowing it to carry us. And it is in surrender that the realization of the greatest vision happens easily, almost without effort at all. This journey of life and living is an exquisite opportunity to realize full potential, to honor and respect the creative process, to delight in the journey with all that comes with it, to feel grateful, to allow life to simply be what it's meant to be. And by simply being, we're free. So breathing in and breathing out, we draw life into this moment. Allow this music to just take you a little bit deeper. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. The music of life. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in,
breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. I am free, 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 I am free. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing in, breathing out, 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 breathing out. I am free, open wide. I am free, feel my soul. I am free, my mind. I am free, then I know I am free. What is real? I am free. What is true? I am free. Breathing me, I am free. Breathing you. Breathing in, breathing out, 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 breathing in, breathing out.
It's the breath that carries us home. It is the breath that leads. It is the breath that is life. And my breath leads me to my freedom, to my healing place. It brings me present to who I really am. It brings me to this moment gently, lovingly, peacefully. It allows me to feel, to experience life fully. It takes me to a place deep, a place of peace. And I'm filled with love overflowing, joy fully expressed, life. In this moment of conscious awareness, I tap into the divine oneness. I acknowledge and accept this presence and power as life itself. I call it universe, first cause. Life, love, peace. It is the only thing that exists. It is the power of mind. It is the law in action. It is life revealed. The Alpha, the Omega. I breathe in to that presence and power of the beloved, the absolute, the one. And in this place, I see my connection. My oneness. I'm filled with just this sense of possibility, hope, and faith that something beautiful is alive and well. Not someday, but right now, right here. In this moment, something remarkable is occurring. And I feel it and I receive it. And I'm blessed by it. I feel the energy of life itself permeating every cell of my being. And I acknowledge the magnificence of this divine presence. It is light. It is love. It is beauty. It is grace. And it's present right here as me and as you. And it's all powerful. And so the dreams that I have and the dreams that you dream, all of them are realized in this now moment, in that place of surrender, of acceptance, of being with what is and knowing that greater, more beautiful, more marvelous things are on the horizon. Being birthed at this very moment by the breath that I breathe and the thoughts that I think. The atmosphere of thinking, creating the possibility of a new moment, a new dream. And as long as I'm drawing a breath, as long as I'm present in life, as long as I'm here, there's hope. And so I shut off the news and I listen to the sweet sound of music that awakens me and enlivens me. I choose to dance in the wild and to celebrate the beauty that is ever present, to acknowledge the people around me and the wonder and the magnificence that life holds for them and for me. My heart is full and my mind is clear as I move forward, knowing that this day is truly a gift and a blessing. And at any point in time that I feel distressed, disrupted, I forgive. I forgive myself for the workings of my mind on occasion, and I forgive any others that I think may have disturbed my peace, knowing full well that I'm the only one who has the power to do that. So again, I forgive myself. And without hesitation or reservation, I choose love and gratitude, love in every moment, appreciation for the beauty of life and the remarkable people that inhabit this earth. I'm grateful to walk on this glorious planet, to have the earth beneath my feet and the blue sky up above. Whether covered in a blanket of white or green and populated with flowers, all of it is a gift. All of it is a blessing. So I surrender all of these ideas into the divine presence, the eternal oneness, the absolute first cause of all things, knowing that all is well. And I take these ideas and I release them into the law of mind, knowing that it is done. I let it be. And so it is. So taking a deep breath in, I invite you to just wiggle your fingers and toes if you so feel the need. Opening your eyes if you feel ready, or leaving them closed for a time. All is well. And I just want to say that if being here tonight, if participating in this ceremony to be with each of us here has improved your state of mind, if you feel more hopeful or inspired, happy even, I invite you to support our vision and give generously. And of course, there's many ways that you can give to CSL on the Lake. You can do an e-transfer to admin@cslonthelake.com. You can visit our website, get the give link. And of course, you can always send a check to our office. However you choose to give, however you choose to participate, we are deeply, deeply grateful for each and every one of you. And I want to do a special shout out tonight. If you haven't been on our website in the last few hours, go ahead and take a peek. Our board president, Nancy Miranda, has been hard at work today, creating all kinds of magic on there. So it's well worth checking it out. So please do. And I'm just so grateful to Deja for all the work she's done and doing and creating moving forward. And I'm grateful for every one of you for supporting this vision, supporting this idea, and most importantly, living your life in a positive, productive, and powerful way, because I know for certain you truly, truly deserve the very best that life has to offer. Just want to remind you to stay on after our closing song so that we can have conversation and connect in community. And now to close, the song, Stand Together.
Something great is happening. Love has taken hold. I won't let it go of us now.
Something here is calling us forward, upward motion. With drops in one ocean, roll on.
Will you rise up with me today? Lift up your voice and boldly say, we are the ones we've been waiting for.
Live the dream of your highest calling. Be the hope of a new day dawning. We're the ones who can make a difference. Let's stand together. Share your gifts with the world that's waiting for a change that we're all creating. It's a moment for our greatness. Let's stand together now.
Oh,
Oh, oh,
every day's a chance you can do something amazing to feel your passion blazing and shine. Hey.
paint with every vision. Dance in new directions. Explode to new heights in your mind.
I will rise up with you today.
Lift up my voice.
Lift up my voice and boldly say, we are the ones we've been waiting for.
Live the dream of your highest calling. the hope of a new day dawning. We're the ones who can make a difference. Let's stand together. Share your gifts with the world that's waiting for a change that we're all creating. It's a moment for our greatness. Let's stand together now. Yeah. One dream, one voice, one heart, one word. One dream, one voice, one heart, one word. Stand together. One dream, one voice, one heart, one word. Stand together. Live the dream of your highest calling. Be the hope of a new day dawning. We're the ones who can make a difference. Let's stand together. Yeah, yeah. Share your gifts with the world that's waiting for a change that we're all creating. It's a moment